So the new NDA is taking shape, but what about its policies? A lot will depend on the major allies, especially the TDP and the JDU. But that's mostly domestic policies. On foreign policy, Prime Minister Modi is likely to retain a firm grip. And we are already seeing evidence of that. He has invited neighbouring heads of state to the swearing-in ceremony. 6 countries have got the invite from New Delhi. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, the Maldives and Mauritius. 6 countries. And how many of these are attending? Well, just one leader is in doubt, and that's Mohammad Muizzu of the Maldives. But chances are he too will attend. If he doesn't, it would be a monumental snub. I'm sure some of this sounds familiar, this whole plan. It should sound familiar because Prime Minister Modi has done this before. In 2014, he invited neighbouring heads of state to the swearing-in. It was seen as a big foreign policy message that India's focus would be on the neighbourhood. 10 years later, Modi is doing it again. He's bringing back the old gang, but 2 countries are missing this time. The first is Afghanistan. In 2014, Afghanistan was ruled by a civilian government, so former President Hamid Karzai attended the swearing-in ceremony in New Delhi. Today, the Taliban rule Afghanistan, so there is no question of inviting them. The second missing guest is Pakistan. In 2014, Nawaz Sharif flew down to India. These pictures of him and Modi on stage were quite powerful. They gave hope of a reset. But no such outreach this time, and with good reason. Pakistan is yet to send a message to Prime Minister Modi. No well wishes, no felicitations, not even an acknowledgement. Compare that to India's position. Pakistan had a totally rigged election in February this year, yet Prime Minister Modi congratulated Shehbaz Sharif. But no such courtesy so far from the other side. So what's the message here? What is Prime Minister Modi trying to say? First is a message of control, sort of like saying that coalition or not, business goes on. Many leaders would have done the opposite. Your party has lost majority, the opposition has done well, you may decide to downsize the swearing-in, but Modi is not doing that. He's basically saying all is well. The second message is to the neighbourhood, that India is back. You have an India out movement in the Maldives, a boycott India movement in Bangladesh, a Chinese debt trap in Sri Lanka and major Chinese designs in Nepal and Bangladesh. Even Bhutan is looking shaky. They're negotiating a border deal with China. So the neighbourhood is a bit divided. So what does Modi do? Bring them together for his swearing-in. It's a political and symbolic gesture, an acknowledgement of the recent setbacks and a promise to work on them. But within this invite, you also see priorities. For starters, the decision to include the Maldives. It's a very positive move. Muizzu's ministers have insulted Prime Minister Modi. Indian soldiers have been expelled from the country, yet New Delhi is not giving up. That sends a strong message to Muizzu. It also puts the ball in his court, because what happens next is his call. Muizzu can use this event to reset his relations with India. And if he doesn't, well, India can always say, we tried. Another message is to Pakistan, no more free resets. Modi made multiple overtures to Islamabad. He invited Nawaz Sharif to his swearing-in. He even attended his granddaughter's wedding in Lahore. And what did he get in return? Yet another betrayal. So Modi is keen to not repeat this mistake. His message to Pakistan is quite clear. End terrorism, then we will talk. And Sunday's event will send a strong message to Islamabad. Just imagine the optics. All South Asian leaders standing together and united. But no Pakistan in the picture. It would symbolize their isolation in the region. Having said all this, I must give a disclaimer. Well begun is only half done. You cannot rely on optics alone. You need to produce results. Whether it's investments in Nepal and Bhutan, or resolving the Teesta dispute with Bangladesh, or propping up the Sri Lankan economy. If not, this outreach may not pay off.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alison Lagrange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa the heart of the Global South. Join me every weekday live on First Post.